John Campbell stepped off the cricket field in 2024, knowing exactly what most athletes never figure out until it's too late. While his teammates celebrated another Caribbean Premier League victory, Campbell was already on his phone with his investment advisor, discussing a real estate deal that would make him more money in 1 year than most cricketers earn in their entire careers. This wasn't luck or inheritance money. This was the result of a carefully planned strategy that began when Campbell was still hitting boundaries for Jamaica and dreaming of representing the West Indies. The transformation didn't happen overnight, but when it did, it was complete. Must-and-T Peptons 5. By 2025, the explosive opener who once terrorized bowlers across the Caribbean had become something entirely different. A quiet millionaire whose business empire spans 3 countries and generates income streams that most professional athletes can only dream about. Campbell's net worth now sits comfortably above $3 million, but the number tells only part of the story. The real story is about how a young man from Kingston's tough neighborhoods used cricket as a launching pad for something much bigger. Growing up in Jamaica in the 1990s meant understanding that talent alone wasn't enough. Campbell learned this lesson early, watching older players who dominated local cricket but struggled financially once their playing days ended. His father worked 2 jobs to support the family, and his mother cleaned houses to pay for Campbell's cricket equipment. The financial pressure was constant, but it taught Campbell something that would define his entire approach to money. Every opportunity must be maximized, and every dollar must work harder than the person who earned it. When Campbell made his West Indies debut in 2019, he was already different from most international cricketers. While his teammates spent their match fees on jewelry and parties, Campbell was reading investment books and meeting with financial advisors. He kept detailed spreadsheets tracking every dollar he earned from cricket, every endorsement deal, and every appearance fee. More importantly, he was already planning how to turn that cricket money into permanent wealth that would last long after his batting average became a memory. The first major move came in 2020 when Campbell used his savings from international cricket to purchase a small apartment building in Kingston. The rental income wasn't huge, but it was consistent, and more importantly, it was his first step toward financial independence. While other players were buying expensive cars and designer clothes, Campbell was learning about property management, tenant relations, and the basics of real estate investment. The apartment building became his classroom, teaching him lessons about business that no cricket coach could provide. Campbell's approach to money was methodical and patient, qualities that served him well as an opening batsman facing fast bowling. He reinvested every rental dollar back into more properties, gradually building a portfolio of residential and commercial real estate across Jamaica and Barbados. By 2022, his property investments were generating more monthly income than most professional cricketers earned from their salaries. The shy young man who once worried about affording cricket gear was now a landlord with tenants across 2 Caribbean islands. The cricket training app that launched in 2023 represented Campbell's most innovative business venture. Working with software developers in Kingston and cricket coaches across the West Indies, Campbell created a platform that combined video analysis, training drills, and personalized coaching advice for young players. The app gained popularity quickly among cricket academies and youth programs, generating subscription revenue that surprised even Campbell's business advisors. Within 18 months, the app had over 10,000 active users and was expanding into markets across South Asia and Australia. Campbell's mansion in the hills outside Montego Bay reflects both his success and his personality. The property sits on 15 acres of carefully landscaped grounds, offering complete privacy and stunning views of the Caribbean Sea. The house itself is a masterpiece of modern architecture, with clean lines, natural materials, and technology integrated seamlessly throughout. Floor-to-ceiling windows blur the line between indoor and outdoor living, while the infinity pool seems to merge with the horizon. Every detail was chosen personally by Campbell, from the locally sourced hardwood floors to the solar panel system that makes the entire property energy independent. The recording studio in the mansion basement has become Campbell's newest business venture. What started as a personal project to record podcast episodes about cricket and business has evolved into a full-service facility that attracts musicians and content creators from across the Caribbean. Campbell rents studio time to established artists while also providing free access to young musicians from Kingston's inner-city neighborhoods. The studio generates revenue while also serving Campbell's growing interest in media production and his commitment to giving back to his community. Campbell's car collection tells the story of his evolving relationship with success and status. The Porsche Panamera was his first luxury purchase, bought after his maiden Test century against England in the Mercedes GLE 53 AMG came 2 years later, representing his growing confidence in his financial security. The matte black Range Rover SV Autobiography reflects his preference for understated luxury that doesn't scream for attention. The newest edition, a Lucid Air electric sedan, shows Campbell's interest in sustainable technology and his belief that the future belongs to those who adapt to changing times. Despite owning cars worth more than most people's houses, Campbell drives himself everywhere and maintains all his vehicles personally. His garage has become another extension of his disciplined approach to life, with each car properly maintained, detailed regularly, and driven responsibly. Campbell sees his vehicles not just as transportation or status symbols, but as investments that must be protected and maintained to retain their value. The fitness businesses Campbell invested in starting in 2022 reflect his understanding that health and wellness represent growing markets in the Caribbean. His partnership with established gym owners in Kingston and Port of Spain has created a network of fitness centers that cater specifically to athletes and fitness enthusiasts. These gyms offer specialized training programs developed by Campbell and his team of trainers, along with nutritional counseling and recovery services. The business model combines Campbell's credibility as a professional athlete with sound business practices and a focus on customer service that sets these facilities apart from traditional gyms. Campbell's approach to digital media investments shows his forward-thinking perspective on content creation and online marketing. His stake in several Caribbean-focused content platforms has positioned him to benefit from the region's growing digital economy. These investments include streaming services, social media marketing companies, and e-commerce platforms that serve Caribbean consumers. Campbell's involvement goes beyond just providing capital. He actively participates in strategy discussions and uses his platform as a cricket personality to promote these businesses. The scholarship program Campbell established in The program provides full university scholarships to rural athletes who show academic promise along with sporting ability. Campbell personally reviews every application and often visits scholarship recipients to check on their progress. The program is funded through a foundation that Campbell established using profits from his various business ventures, ensuring that the scholarships will continue even after Campbell's other interests evolve. A typical day in Campbell's life begins at 5 in the morning with meditation and light stretching on his mansion's terrace overlooking the Caribbean Sea as the sun rises. Breakfast is prepared by his personal chef, who creates meals tailored to Campbell's fitness goals and dietary preferences. The morning hours are reserved for business calls with partners across different time zones, review of financial reports from his various investments, and planning sessions with his management team. The afternoon usually includes a workout in his private gym, which is equipped with professional-grade equipment and overlooks his property's landscaped gardens. Campbell maintains the fitness routine that served him during his cricket career, understanding that physical health supports mental clarity and business performance. After his workout, he often spends time in his home office, working on content for his podcast or reviewing proposals for new business ventures. Evenings are Campbell's favorite time of day, when he can relax with close friends and family members who visit his estate regularly. Dinner is usually a social affair, with Campbell's chef preparing meals that reflect his Jamaican heritage while incorporating international influences. The conversations around Campbell's dinner table range from cricket memories to business strategies to discussions about social issues affecting the Caribbean region. Campbell's approach to relationships reflects the same careful thought he brings to his business decisions. He maintains a small circle of close friends, most of whom knew him before his cricket success and business wealth. These relationships are based on genuine connection rather than his financial status, and Campbell works hard to keep his success from changing the dynamics of these friendships. He avoids the party scene that attracts many wealthy athletes, preferring quiet gatherings with people who share his values and interests. The privacy that Campbell maintains isn't about hiding his success, but about protecting the peace of mind that allows him to think clearly and make good decisions. He rarely posts on social media about his lifestyle or business ventures, preferring to let his actions speak for themselves. When he does make public appearances, it's usually for charity events or business functions where his presence serves a purpose beyond self-promotion. Campbell's investment philosophy is based on diversification and long-term thinking. His portfolio includes real estate, technology companies, traditional businesses, and cryptocurrency investments. He works with financial advisors but makes all final decisions himself, having educated himself extensively about investing and business management. His approach is conservative enough to protect his wealth, but aggressive enough to continue growing his net worth even as he transitions away from cricket-related income. The mentoring work Campbell does with young cricketers represents both a business opportunity and a personal passion. He regularly visits cricket academies across Jamaica and other Caribbean islands, working with players who remind him of his younger self. These sessions often lead to business relationships, as some of the players he mentors become users of his training app or participants in his fitness programs. The mentoring work keeps Campbell connected to cricket while also supporting his various business ventures. Campbell's future plans include expanding his real estate holdings into the luxury vacation rental market, developing more sophisticated versions of his cricket training app, and potentially launching a sports management company that would represent young Caribbean athletes. He's also exploring opportunities in sustainable energy, understanding that the Caribbean's abundant sunshine and wind represent significant business opportunities for those willing to invest in renewable technology. The transformation from cricket player to business mogul required Campbell to develop skills that aren't taught in sports academies. He learned about contract negotiation, financial analysis, marketing strategy, and team management through trial and error, expensive mistakes, and careful study of successful business people. The discipline and focus that made him a successful batsman translated well to business, but the specific skills had to be developed through experience and education. Campbell's success story resonates with young athletes across the Caribbean who see him as proof that sports can be a stepping stone to broader success rather than an end in itself. His combination of athletic achievement and business acumen provides a model for how professional athletes can build lasting wealth and influence beyond their playing careers. The fact that he accomplished this while maintaining his humble personality and commitment to his community makes his story even more inspiring. The quiet confidence that Campbell displays in his business dealings reflects the same mental approach that made him effective as an opening batsman. Facing fast bowling requires the ability to make quick decisions under pressure while maintaining composure and focus. Those same qualities serve him well in business negotiations, investment decisions, and strategic planning for his various ventures. Campbell's impact extends beyond his personal success to influence how young Caribbean athletes think about their careers and financial futures. His example shows that geographic location doesn't have to limit business opportunities, that athletic fame can be converted into lasting wealth, and that success doesn't require compromising personal values or community connections. His story demonstrates that with careful planning, disciplined execution, and strategic thinking, it's possible to build significant wealth while maintaining authenticity and giving back to the community that provided support during the early stages of a career. John Campbell didn't just win on the pitch, he built a $3 million empire off it. Like if you believe success is earned beyond the spotlight, and subscribe for more millionaire lives of cricket's most low-key legends.